Good morning, everyone. Let's see. I think we're up and running now. Oh, we are. Welcome, everyone. It is a beautiful spring day here, and we are going to play some Wingspan. Let's get started. We've got extra nectar in the feeder. That's always a good way to start. Okay. Okay, I see a couple of good birds. I like this pheasant, just because it's free eggs. Let's go ahead and grab the food for that bird. And I like. I like the blackbird here. Um, I also like the musk duck. 'Cause that works. That bird works really well with the blackbird because probably the musk duck does let you reset the tray or refill the tray. So it is sort of like a targeted way to get cards, but you're still going to end up with some cards you don't need. Um, so I think these two, the musk duck and the blackbird, work really well together. So, and then I'm going to keep another bird to trade in for the extra nectar. So let's just do, we'll start with the only problem is I have no forest bird. Let's see what's in the tray. Hmm. There's a couple of birds I like down there. Um, we might just, I don't like starting the game without a forest bird, but in this case, we might just, yeah, we might just kind of deal with it for a turn or two. So yeah, let's plan to put the musk duck down pretty soon, pretty quickly. And then let's look at bonus cards. Okay. All birds that can live in multiple habitats. We won't have any to start, but I suspect by the end of the game we'll at least get four. So let's do that. I don't. This is one of those games where I don't like have a clear path of okay. Well, somebody grabbed the kind of the bird I wanted. I don't really have like a clear strategy of like first turn this, second turn this. Well, I know I meant to grab the nectar first, and I didn't do that. But let's do that now. Um, I don't really like the barn owl, but I think because we get to keep the Kia anyway, I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Okay, so yeah, the barn owl's not a great bird, and I'll explain why. This power, the roll all dice and not in the feeder, if any, are mice, gain one mouse and cash it on this card. The problem is sometimes there's no, sometimes the feeder is full and the power does nothing. Um, an ideal scenario would be there's one food left in the feeder, um, and you're rolling four food. Um, so it increases your chances of getting a mouse, but that's rare. And even then, there aren't that many on the food die faces. There aren't that many mice, so it's just not a great power. It seems like it's very hit or miss. But it's a forest bird. It satisfies the requirements for a number of different bonus cards, so it does have that going for it. But now, okay, we've got the basics covered. We've got a wetland bird. We've got a forest bird. Now, my goal is to get this bird down and then this one on the same turn. And then that allows me to get some eggs into this nest type, this bird here. So let's grab some food. Yeah, see, we're only rolling one die and we didn't get a mouse. So, but this gives us the food that we need to play both of these birds at once. Play a second bird with an egg discount. So now we've got this peak power. So hopefully we'll get some free eggs from that. But in the meantime, let's lay some eggs here. And then what we'll do is we'll draw food so that we can play the blackbird. Okay, see, there we go. We got a free egg already. So we're ready to play the blackbird at the beginning of the next round. So, and we don't want to take nectar because we would lose it at the end of the round. So that time you see we rolled 3 dice and still no mouse. So, okay, that was a pretty good first round, despite not having at the beginning of it like a clear sense of what we were going to do. Okay, I don't see anything down in the tray that I need to grab like right away. So let's go ahead and play the blackbird. Now this end of round goal is all about playing birds. So let's draw. Now this, I'm looking ahead at the next couple of rounds. Wild food and personal supply. Oh, that's just food and personal supply. Okay, and then um, mouse and fish costs. We should be in pretty good shape on that. We've got 3 birds already. So, um, so let's just draw. Yeah, I don't really like any of these birds, so maybe the chickadee. Okay, this is a good bird. It's 0 points, but it's inexpensive to play, and it's a guaranteed point every turn. So that's good. Maybe lorikeet. You know, I'll be honest, I don't know that I've ever actually played this bird. It's an oceanic expansion bird, so it's relatively new. Discard 1. Nectar to the space for the forest. If you do, gain 2 from the feeder. Okay, that's interesting. So it's a food doubler, but you're sacrificing nectar. So, probably I'm gonna tuck it. Okay, so nothing I can draw from the musk duck, so we'll reset the tray. Oh, and a bonus card bird. Excellent. Okay. So let's draw again. Barn owl. The barn owl is just not doing me any favors today. So let's, where do we want this bird? Typically I would play it in the grassland, but I actually think I'm going to play it up here in the forest today. And then maybe let's see, I want to save the Kia for the very end of the game, and I want to have some extra food. The Kia's power, it gets stronger depending on how much food you have to sacrifice. So when do you have food to sacrifice? Typically at the end of the game. But let's try to get the prairie chicken down now. I think that's doable. Oh, yeah, I will confess I have no earthly idea how to pronounce this bird's name, so I'm not even going to try. One of the side effects of its power, yes, it is 1 point per activation, but it also kind of can clear up a stuck feeder, or a stuck tray, I mean, by taking a bird from the tray and tucking it. If the tray happens to get sort of frozen on you, it can help with that. My barn owl is 0 for 3, I believe, now. Okay, the lyrebird, let's see. The lyrebird it copies the power of your opponent. Does my opponent have a power I care to copy? I don't know, the eagle is interesting. I don't know, it's kind of an expensive bird. I don't know that I really care that much about it. We'll see. So we'll play the prairie chicken and then we'll draw, and we might take the lyrebird. We'll see. Okay, I don't like this card here, birds in your hand. I mean, the whole point of having birds is to play them. So any bonus card which sort of discourages that seems like you're shooting yourself in the foot by trying to accomplish this card. I don't really care for this one either, but it's I almost feel like you're going to get it by accident a lot of times. So I've already got 1 point from it. So let's draw. Let's not forget about this. The bird bander bonus card. Birds that can live in multiple habitats. We have two, and the Kia will make three. So we'll need one more. So let's draw. Um, I'm not going to have a ton of extra cards, so I don't really like the grackle. So let's just draw. Okay, brown falcon is really good. And the hummingbird. Both good birds. Now I want the tuck. I don't really care for the hummingbird's power because again, it goes back to that whole not liking to help my opponents. And it shares food with everybody. But you can always just decline to use its power. So I might keep it. Yeah. I think it's just a little too late in the game for the lyrebird. Okay. All right, and a free egg for my kukul. That's good. Okay. So let's get the brown falcon and the hummingbird down. And we'll try and keep a little bit of extra food for this in the brown goal. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. This owl, you see what I mean, though, when I say that that's just not a great power. It, it was the perfect, it was the maximum possible food dice that we could roll and still got nothing. Just, yeah, the barn owl and those birds with similar powers are just, they're just not good. So let's get the brown falcon down and let's play it here. Because we're going to need to lay eggs. That's 3, 4, 5. We might be able to max this out. I think we can. So let's go ahead and lay some eggs. We don't have any end of round goals coming up that involve eggs, so we'll just spread them out. Good. See, like the brown falcon is a much better power than the barn owl. 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can draw one more time and get a bird that can live in multiple habitats. No. The flycatcher, and then reset the tray. Okay, I do want that wood stork. It's not a. Okay. Okay. Let's get some food. I'm gonna sacrifice a bird to get a little extra food. I want wait, I need that cherry for the Kia. I might be. Okay, the barn owl finally hunted successfully. I might be getting a little bit too much, not too many birds to play. Let's focus on, boy, is the white start even worth it? So here's my thinking. We definitely need to play the Kia and the hummingbird. If we play the white start, it maxes out this bonus card. So it's instead of being worth 0 points, we can think of it as being worth 3 points. The difference between the 4 points and the 7. It also would give me potentially 4 points for the eggs that it lays. So think let's skip the stork. As much as I would love to play the stork, I don't think we're going to have enough turns to do that. And the question is, do I have enough eggs? I think I do. So let's play hummingbird. And let's do that. And we'll play the white start. Oh, and I need to be using these food. And the white start. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. And then we'll use this. And I think let's get a little bit more food. Because remember, the Kia's power gets more powerful. Um, hey, look at you, Barnell. Finally useful for something. We'll play the Kia. We'll play it here. So that'll be one extra egg. The white starts power. Okay. If that makes any sense. Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. And then let's just sacrifice all of our food to get a look at lots of bonus cards. Okay, very good. That's a good 6 point one. We maxed out the bird bander. Okay. And then we're going to get 5 eggs. Okay. So he won that end round goal. So, yeah, I don't have a good sense of how well we did. We won 2 habitats of nectar. And then one end of round goal. Oh wow, look at that. I thought for sure we were going to lose that, but they didn't have any nectar in the wetland either. So let's see. Here we go. Yeah, pretty good bonus card score. He's going to catch up a little bit on that. And I didn't have any eggs, but luckily neither did he. Okay, 90 points, not amazing, but it's a win. So let's have a look and see what he was doing. Well, he really cashed in on that eagle. That was the one that was in the tray at the beginning of the game that I really wanted and didn't get, and he got instead. Bose Swift. Okay, good tucking bird in the forest. There aren't a lot of tucking birds in the forest. That's a good one. Another tucking bird, although he didn't tuck with it. He just must have paid the food cost. The hawk is another bird like the barn owl that has that power where you roll all the dice not in the feeder, and it looks like he um only got one. Starling caches extra food at the end of each round. If you have extra food, you can discard the food and tuck cards. That's a good bird, especially if you have a strong forest engine and you're generating a lot of extra food. The starling is a good power. And then the swan, I believe it lays eggs depending on large birds that you have, which he had a couple. Yeah, lay one egg on each of your birds with a wingspan over 100 centimeters. He had a couple. Yeah, so it's fine. So yeah, good win. Hope you enjoyed this. Maybe you learned something, make you a better wingspan player. I don't claim to be a great wingspan player. I've just played a lot. But until next time, that's another game.